A typical day in a castle of the dark world. Morning begins long before the sun manages to break through the gray fog that clings to the stone walls. Light rarely reaches the inner halls. The windows are open to the air, but the constant moisture dulls them with dew and mist. Those responsible for food and fire are the first to rise: the hearthkeeper, the baker, and the senior servant. Their first task is to check every fireplace. Glowing coals from the night are carried to the central hearths. If no fire remains, they rebuild it from scratch. Firewood and coal are kept in small storerooms, prepared and dried long before. The kitchen wakes slowly. A pot of root vegetables left to simmer overnight becomes the base for the first meal. Yesterday's porridge is reheated. Dried mushrooms and smoked meat are added to broths. Nothing is wasted. Every scrap has its place in the day's modest meals. Food in this world comes mostly from storerooms. Underground cellars keep root crops, beans, sacks of grain, barrels of pickles, and smoked or salted meat. The rooms are kept cool and dark to preserve everything through long seasons. Outside, near the walls of the fortress, small gardens cling to the earth despite the cold. Rows of cabbage, turnips, onions, garlic, and hardy herbs grow within woven fences. Some gardens have simple frames with stretched hides or primitive glass panels to protect the plants from frost and the wet fog. A few animals live in a sturdy shed close to the kitchen, usually goats or sheep for milk and wool, and chickens for eggs. In the cold months, the animals are kept close to the living quarters. The warmth of their bodies radiates into nearby rooms and saves fuel. Hunting and fishing supplement the food supply. Hunters bring back hares, birds, or river fish. Every part of the catch is used. Fat becomes fuel, skins become insulation, and bones go into broths. Before winter, everyone participates in gathering and preparing supplies. Firewood is chopped and dried, coal is stored, meat and fish are smoked or salted, cabbage is fermented, and mushrooms are laid out to dry. Even moss and lichen are collected, used later as insulation or bedding. Heat is the difference between comfort and danger. Large fireplaces in the halls warm most of the living space. Firewood, peat, and coal are the main fuels. In the very coldest nights, a slow-burning coal fire might be lit in the lower chambers, producing steady warmth with little smoke. Smaller braziers and oil lamps warm the private rooms. They use animal fat or oil and must be kept in safe stone stands. Walls are covered with tapestries or animal hides to keep in warmth. Floors are lined with mats and woven rugs. Doorways are sealed with shutters, felt, or stuffed cloth to block drafts. People often sleep together in shared chambers on long wooden platforms layered with blankets and hides. Shared warmth saves wood and makes the night bearable. Even animals in nearby sheds help heat the castle's lower rooms. Castle maintenance never ends. The stone walls suffer from constant moisture and freezing winds. Plaster cracks and joints crumble. Masons and their helpers work regularly, repairing stonework and reinforcing the drainage systems around the fortress. Water is a constant threat. Blocked channels are cleared by hand to keep the foundations safe. Wooden beams and roofs rot faster than stone, so they are inspected constantly. Rotting parts are replaced, and roofs are covered with layers of turf, bark, or stone tiles to protect from the endless damp. The fog is more than an atmosphere. It is a slow enemy. To protect the outer walls, additional layers of clay and packed moss are added as natural insulation. Light inside the castle is dim. Wax candles are rare and saved for special occasions. More common are thin tallow candles or small oil lamps. Their flames steady but faint. Everyday work is done in the glow of fireplaces or torches. Fuel is precious, so food is often cooked in one large batch for everyone in the castle. Warm water is reused. Laundry is dried near the hearths. Everyone has a role. Someone splits the wood. Someone bakes the bread. Someone repairs the chimneys. Tasks shift with the seasons. Crafting is part of daily survival. The blacksmith repairs tools, shoes, animals, and produces metal fittings for doors and locks. The forge needs constant heat and sits near the fuel store. In another wing, clothing is sewn and patched. Old hides become new cloaks or bedding.